Yeah, because this is something that I think I learned a lot from him too, is the EQ side, you know.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and of course, you guys are further on in life. You have, I assume, businesses, job, families, things like that. Like, but what about that emotional kind of intelligence, and how do you guys kind of control, that side of it, so you hopefully don't get into that territory where you shouldn't be when it comes to trading?
Yeah, I don't mind taking this first.
Yeah.
As far as emotional intelligence and just understanding your tendencies, right, as a human being, we're all different in that sense, right? So it takes knowing oneself to understand, how this ties into the trading dynamics, right? So for me, it's been a journey there to kind of develop that emotional intelligence, especially for me in the last decade or so. So I think I came in to this segment of my life, trading, at a good time where I had a lot more control over it than I did when I was a little younger in my 30s, right? So it does have a lot to play with it, because mindset is everything, and risk management, discipline on what your rules are, in terms of trading, right? If you're losing two trades a day, you probably don't want to keep trading, because you're going to be prone to revenge trading, or doing something silly, right? That really goes against your rules, right? So just having that mindset and having that discipline that, hey, these are my rules, this is what I follow. I take 3 to 4 trades a day, as if the market gives them to me. If not, I take nothing, and I may take one. Doesn't matter, right? But I look for the right trades, which is the most important thing, right? Quality over quantity, and make sure that you understand why you're getting into them. So, again, being at this stage in life is definitely a little bit more helpful to me than it would have been if I was younger.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback off of that in terms of on the EQ side, absolutely being able to, I guess, regulate the greed versus fear emotions. Echoing what Dave said, absolutely. Back in, I vividly remember the dot-com crash, and I had someone managing my account for me back then, and they were like, "Oh, we got to get out. We got to get out. I'm moving everything out." If I had just held on to that, I would have been Apple, Microsoft, early. Yeah, a lot of great
Hey, you
stocks
weren't the
were,
only one, right? I mean, come on.
right?
There's that too, but
Yeah, so a lot of great stocks were liquidated because the person it was ultimately my decision to make, but I was young. I was just pouring everything into tech because that's what I knew. It went down 80%. But the one thing it taught me early on was patience is king. So some of my best trades, whether it's through options or going back to swing trading stocks, are those that I picked up, like Meta pre-IPO. I'm still sitting on shares of that I haven't touched, and it's grown for 15 years now. Palantir, same thing. Picked that up before they went public. Still sitting on those, and so the I guess the one piece of advice that I would offer anyone there is just really learn to kind of control that greed and fear. There's a lot of great quotes out there around just playing to those emotions, and when other people are, greedy, I think it's Buffett is like that's the time to be fearful, right? So start taking some off the table, protect those profits. As Bill always says, don't let a green trade go red. So kind of watch what the market is doing, and if everyone's just going crazy, buying or selling, use that patience as kind of your one of your strengths to play off of their emotions. And yeah, so far it's worked out pretty well, and I think it holds true whether you're doing stocks or options.
Thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, make sure you sign up for the free weekly watch list emails to get early access before the video drops here on YouTube. See you next time.